For the alchemy room for magic training arena, basically what you want to have is runes for your alchemy spell, which is fire and nature for both of them. So I have a lava battle staff, which covers the fire runes, and then I have nature runes in my rune pouch. You may want to bring graceful if you're lower agility level, because you do some running here with 99 agility. It doesn't matter, but if you're lower agility, that may be helpful. So you have this little interface right here, which shows you the number next to the name is the amount of GP that you'll get for alching that item. The Adamant Kite Shield right now will give me 30 GP, while leather boots will only give me 1. So obviously I want to do the Adamant Kite Shield because that is the highest on the list. Also, you can see the widget over here. I am using RuneLite, and if you search up magic or magic training arena, there is this plugin right here. So you can go to this, and if you have the enable alchemy room, it will go ahead and show you basically where everything is at. Before it wasn't showing me because I hadn't opened anything up, so it didn't have anything to set where everything was at. But after opening that up, I got an Addy Medhelm, and from that it could tell where everything else was at. If I open it again, that was ID Kite Shield, so then you can calculate where everything is at. So currently, leather boots are the highest priced item. So it shows me they're over here. It gives me an arrow. So I'm going to run over here and collect some. So what you do is you just alch the highest price item. Make sure to always be alching, and you can get items while you're alching like I'm doing right now. That way you shouldn't really ever run out of items, and you can always be alching. Because you want to have a few extra so that when you're running to the next spot, you still have something to alch. And if you want to keep your XP per hour up, when you're running to the next spot, you still want to alch, even if it's not a high price item. So I'm still alching leather boots while I'm running over, even though they're not the best item, because you want to always be alching. Sometimes you'll see an arrow right here next to the interface. What that means is basically you get alch for free. It's not using any of my nature runes to alch that item. So once you are ready to deposit your coins, when you're leaving or something, you come over here and you just deposit coin collector. I have 308 right now, so that means I'll go ahead and get 3 pizzazz points. You get 1 for every 100 coins. Along with that, you get 2 XP for every coin. So this should give me like 600 XP, 616. The max coins that you can carry, I believe, is 12,000, but it will start giving you a interface message when you hit 10,000. So you don't want to go over 10,000 because you don't want to go much over 10,000, because then at that point you're going to get a little message every time you try to alch, which will slow down your alching. So you want to deposit once you hit 10,000 or lower. For the Telekinetic Grab room, what you're going to want is runes for Telekinetic Grab. So Law runes and Air runes. My Mist Battle Staff is covering the Air runes. And then in my pouch, I have my Law runes. So you're going to be presented a little like maze puzzle thing. I think there are, I can't remember how many there are, but there are not too many. There's probably around 10 different setups that you can get. If you are using RuneLite, you can go ahead and go to the Magic or Mage Training Arena plugin. Make sure the Telekinetic Room is enabled, and it will basically tell you where to go. The puzzles are pretty simple though, so you really don't need that. I basically have them all memorized at this point. They're really simple. But whichever side of this square you're on, when you use Telekinetic Grab on this Maze Guardian, it will move him in that direction. So since I am on the north side, when I Telekinetic Grab him, he will move north. The point of this is to get this Maze Guardian over to this square right here, this little blackened square. That is the end of the puzzle. The next step in solving this is to move him west. So to move him west, I just gotta get onto the west side of the square. Then he would move west. The arrow is right there. That's telling me to go there because the next part of this puzzle is going to be on the south side. So the puzzle already knew that. So it would be quicker to get down here, cast it, and move over here. The next one is going to be on the east side. It already knows that. So that's why it's telling me to get to this corner over here. And yeah, basically if you have that on, you just follow this, cast the spell, move the guardian around until he gets to this spot right here, and that will be the end of the maze. And you talk to him. So once you finish the maze, you talk to him. You get 2 points for finishing unless it's your 5th one. If it's the 5th one, you get some bonus points. So you talk to him. yes please, I want to do another maze, and then it will reset and give you a new maze. So you want to make sure that you have, or graceful is helpful here, same with stamina potions. You're going to be running basically the entire time, so those will allow you to run constantly without running out of run energy. Also, a ring of endurance would be helpful if you have that. So the setup for the Enchanter's Chamber at Magic Training Arena is you want to have your runes for whatever enchantment spell that you're going to be casting. If you're level 87 or higher, I would strongly recommend using level 6 enchant, because as long as you have a lava battle staff that covers all the runes except for cosmic, so it's basically the same price as all of the lower ones, but it gives more XP and more points per cast. The level 7 enchant really isn't worth it unless you have 100 bill in your bank or something, because it requires a lot of runes and is very expensive. So you have your runes for whatever spell you're going to cast. For me, my lava battle staff plus my cosmics in my pouch cover that. Next up, you're going to want to have graceful can be helpful here. Graceful and stamina potions, because you're going to be doing a lot of running. If you're 99 agility, it probably really doesn't matter. You don't need stamina potions if you have 99 agility, and you probably don't need graceful either. But if you are lower agility, then the graceful and the stamina potions may be required to keep up your run energy. So what you're going to do is you're going to look down here in this corner. You're going to see what the bonus is. So my bonus right now is yellow cubes, and it just changed to green cylinders. So what you're going to do, and these gems right here that has the arrow on it, pick these up whenever you're passing by them. Don't go out of your way to grab them, but if they just happen to be on your way to whatever you're running to, then you can pick them up. So right here, the green cylinders, I'm going to pick some up. And then you just cast whatever enchantment spell you're using on the thing. You want to kind of, whenever it changes, run over to the next one. You want to continue casting as much as possible. So always try and keep casting. Once you get over to this spot, you want to pick up red. You want to try and pick up in between each cast. And you can pick up multiple. This one should be 2 pickups like that. So keep casting and picking up at the same time. Try to never have any downtime as far as casting an enchantment spell. You want to always be casting an enchantment spell. Even if you are running to a different one and you don't have the bonus, let's say yellow cube was what I needed to do, or yellow cube was the one with the bonus, I'd start running over here, and I'd continue casting unless you're dropping. You also need a drop, so I could be dropping stuff while running over here, but I'd still be casting the spell even if I don't have the bonus. For the graveyard at MTA, you're going to need water, earth, and nature runes. So my mud battle staff covers my water and earth runes, and in my pouch I have nature runes. Another thing that's helpful here is you want to have an HP cape if you have that. That gives you double HP regen, as well as a regen bracelet also stacks on top of that, so those two are very helpful for this. Then when you initially make your first trip to the room, you can bring food with you, or you can bring prayer potions and use redemption, or you can bring phoenix necklaces. You can also bring ancient brews or Zamrak brews. Those restore prayer points and allow you to use redemption, so they're cheaper than prayer potions at the moment. That is the best form of healing. Phoenix necklaces are the next best, assuming you have 99 HP. And then finally, you can just bring regular food if you don't have high HP, or you don't want to spend the money on prayer potions or Zamrak brews. That is for the initial run up here. Once you actually get into the minigame, you're going to actually be using the fruit that you create to heal once you run out of these. So what you're going to do is you're going to run over to this spot right here in the west side of the room. What you're going to do is you're going to either have 4 sets of the 2 plus 4 sets of the 3, or you're gonna have 4 sets of the 1 and 4 sets of the 4. So I'll go ahead and show you guys. So it's currently on number 2. So I'm gonna get 4 sets of that. Then I'm gonna get 4 sets of the number 3. I'm gonna go ahead and click deposit food chute. And at the same time, I'm gonna click on the bones to bananas. As I'm running over to it, I should cast a spell. Once the spell is done, I will deposit them automatically. So it just requires 2 clicks. So once I've deposited them, I'm gonna go ahead and click back on this pile, run back over here. It's gonna be on the 4 set, or the 4.1s. So I'm gonna pick up 4 of those, 4 of the 1.1s, and that is good. So once again, I'm gonna click on that, click on the spell, run back over, deposit, and just gonna basically repeat that. You're gonna end up getting 4 different runes here as you deposit stuff. So you only have inventory space for 4 other items. So 1 for the pouch, and then 3 for the phoenix necklaces. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop these 2. And if you do that, you're just gonna have to remember to pick them up before they despawn and then redrop them. Once you run out of phoenix necklaces or whatever extra food that you bring, or healing, whatever, what you're gonna do is you're gonna just have to eat the bananas that you create, or the peaches that you create. Once you have bones to peaches unlocked, what you're gonna do is you're gonna use bones to peaches to heal up. You're gonna eat peaches, but you're still gonna cast bones to bananas whenever you deposit, because they actually count as the same amount of points when you deposit. The only difference is bones to peaches gives you a food that is better, that gives more healing, so it's better to heal with.